Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. Welcome to Cultural Awareness Podcast, man. This is the only podcast that allow you. Anyway, you know that old intro, man. I don't have to introduce anything else. But, man, we've been getting a lot of followers lately on YouTube, and I really just want to say I thank you all. I appreciate you all, man. I'm very, very happy and excited about this time of my life, man, because things are going a little bit right, you know what I mean? And I went back to reading, you know. Previously, I don't know, maybe at the beginning of the year when I was reading the book from, how do you call him, Robert Kiyosaki about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I thought it was very, very interesting book. And I think that if you really want to switch your mindset, the way you think, well, you got to go out there and seek information, man. Just like the same way when you find out that your friend have been making 100K a year, right? You try to say, man, what is he doing to make 100K? Not because you are jealous, but because you try and get yours too, man. It's like, hey, if there's a place there in the desert that people are drinking water, you ain't gonna say that, oh, I ain't gonna go out there and look for that water. No, you're gonna look for that water too, because why? You are thirsty too. So, in other words, welcome to this Cultural Awareness Podcast, because today I'm not necessarily talking about a specific story. I'm mostly talking about how we can change ourselves, man. We are past through the half. We are way through halfway of the year. Okay, that was a little bit redundant. We have passed the mid-year mark, right? And right now you are wondering, like, man, 6 months being over already. We are already in September. Look back at all the resolution you take. You know, everybody like to say, oh, it's January, I have a new year, new resolution, man. Look back at it. What have you done to accomplish it? Because I know that me personally, I have accomplished a few, but I didn't accomplish everything that I wanted to have. Like, for example, I didn't publish my book, even though my book is completely done, right? Yeah, you know, Rules to Stepping Out is completely done, but yet I haven't published it. Why? Because I've been busy doing other things as well. Have I changed my life by investing and setting up something that would take money out of my account to invest automatically monthly? Sure, I have done it, man. I'm very happy about it, man. It's, you know, and investing is not about like putting thousands of dollars. Like, you know, you can put like $150 a month or $200 a month and do that for 8 years, and you will see that your life is going to change, man. Because when that thing start compounding, oh, you know, you ain't got to do nothing. You just set that thing on automatic pilot. You know what I mean? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. So today, let's look back at all those resolutions that each one of us, I don't know if you do any end of the year resolution or new year resolution, but look back at it, man. What have you accomplished this year? So, to look back at it, I decided to look at a book, right? And the book is called Power of Habit, right? He's wrote, I guess, by Discover Press. And I think this book is a really, really good book. Why? Because I have been doing the challenge that it says to do by myself, you know, to see, you know, not because I don't believe that it doesn't work, but because I want to also convince my mindset. I want to change my mindset and convince myself that yes, you are on the right track, right? If you study psychology, Sigmund Freud said that we are the product of our environment, right? So the environment we decide to be in will shape who we become, right? Because you don't know any better. So if you are in a hood and you never been in Paris or anything like that, for you Paris is too far. You don't think about it. You hear about it, but you don't think about it. Why? Because your hood have shaped you and kind of like confine you to where you are. You are the product of your environment, but it's up to you to change that environment. And with that, to change your environment, you have to be able to change your way of thinking. That's why they say this. If you want to change your way of thinking, you have to read books, man. There's a whole lot of knowledge in books. Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental in your life, right? You don't have to necessarily watch all those TV show and everything. Take a time, man, like I have been doing lately. You know, take a day. 5 pages a day will save your life, man. It will change your mindset. If you want to invest, take an investing book. You know what I mean? I personally will recommend The Richest Man of Babylon, because I think that book is really, really, really good. I really love reading that book. I read the whole book. I read uh, Robert Kiyosaki in terms of Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read some other investing book, and now I'm reading Power of Habit. You know what I mean? Because I think that everything we do is a matter of habit. Why do you think you are watching TV every day on the couch? Why are you on IG every day? If IG, Facebook, YouTube are not paying you, you shouldn't be using it, right? Unless you are looking for specific information, because those, especially YouTube, is very powerful at helping people looking for certain type of information, right? Like for example, programming. I know people who have learned how to code and program just using YouTube for beginners. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that it's bad to use it to look for information, but it's bad to screw through it because you're watching cartoons or movies and things like that. Things that are not really helping you for your life. You know what I mean? So, that being said, let's go back to great thinkers. I like great thinkers like Aristotle. I don't know, he was a great, I believe, great philosopher and things like that. And he wrote a lot of books about life. And this dude was considered as like the smartest man on earth at some point of time. And this is what he said. He said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. You just don't wake up and one day and all of a sudden you are successful. No, it's not about winning the lottery. And even winning the lottery, man, you need to know what to do with that money, right? Because how often have you heard people that even play a lot of, they play pro or they won lottery, and yet within 5 years they are all broke back to square zero because they didn't know how to manage that money. Or some people that say money is a curse. No, money is a curse to the person that doesn't know how to use it, man. If you know how to use it, money will never be a curse. Matter of fact, money will be probably a great thing in your life, because why? It might not give you happiness, but it will give you option for sure. It give you option of, for example, the first option is you ain't starving. You ain't gonna be starving, man. So, my friend, you need to get in those books, man. Learn how to read. Read at least 5 pages a day, man. You read that, it will change your life. And for today, let's talk a little bit about the challenges that you might encounter, right? Because the book Power of Habit will say something like this, right? The first challenge is you are accustomed to brushing your teeth. I don't know. I'm a righty, right? Meaning I'm right-handed, right? I brush my teeth every day with my right hand, and because I'm accustomed to doing these things, since I was a kid. Guess what? It's easy to me. I brush my teeth without thinking about it. I can close my eyes and brush my teeth. Why? It's the power of habit, right? I took for a habit of brushing with my right hand. What then happened if we ask you to switch hand and brush your teeth with your left hand? It becomes a little bit more complicated. I remember when I was playing for the Baltimore Ravens, and there was this right tackle for, I don't know if it was Ryan Clady for the Denver Bronco, and he was moving from I don't remember exactly who it was. You guys can maybe correct me on that. He was moving from right tackle to left tackle, and a journalist asked him like, "Hey, how much more of a difference is it? Like, I mean, you're playing right already, so you might as well switch and play left." And he said, "Oh, if it's that easy for you, this is what I challenge you. Are you right hand or left hand?" He said, "I'm right hand." He said, "How about you go home and try to wipe your ass with your left hand and let me know how that feels?" Yeah, man, because a football player, man, some other breed. But he's speaking the truth, man. When you go back home there and you try to wipe your ass with your left hand, trust me, it's not going to be the same, man. It's definitely not going to be the same. So, let's talk about habit, for example. Consider that what do habit help you establish? Habit help you establish a rhythm, right? Because remember, I can challenge you also today because I have been doing it. It's becoming a little and slowly easier for me because at the beginning it's a little bit rough. You have to do everything. Brush your teeth with your left hand, right? Wash your face with your left hand when you wake up in the morning and see how that feel. By the time you get to day 30, it will be all natural. It will be like you have become an how do you call it, ambidextrous person. Yeah, ambidextrous meaning you can use both your right and left hand as far as brushing your teeth are concerned, of course, because it's not going to be go it's not going to happen for all area in your life unless you apply for it. But I have been applying myself on brushing my teeth every day with my left hand, and it's becoming a little bit easier now. At the beginning, you shaking your whole arm, when in fact when you're brushing with your right hand is different. But all of a sudden, my whole body, I meant to say my whole body was shaking when I'm trying to brush it with my left hand, right? But now it's getting slow where only my arm is moving, like my right arm when I'm brushing my teeth. So my point is, learn how to do that and it will help you a lot. So, like, habit will help you achieve your goal, right? By establishing as a goal that by the end of this month I would like to I don't know, brush my teeth with my left hand. Then guess what, you will be able to by establishing habit, right? Life is a habit, man. And how can you say Beckett? I don't know if you guys know who Samuel Beckett is. He said life is a habit, or rather, life is a succession of habit. The more you succeed at habit, the more you, guess what? You become successful at it. All those rich people didn't win the lottery, matter of fact. And I look at here the I believe it's not Gordon Ramsay, man. I forgot this man head, but he has a good TV show that I like to watch, and he said that 89% of millionaires didn't inherit from their parent, right? They had to work hard from ground, just from scratch, pretty much, to become where they are. So that means that for you to get to your dream, you can decide that today my family maybe have been poor, but I'm going to change that by building new habit, building new thinking. And the more you apply yourself to it, the more you will become successful, right? Habit help you have a better relationship with people. Because you are accustomed to being nice to people, guess what? You build relationship with people. People start thinking, oh, this is the man that is so nice. You know what I mean? And I see a lot of people sometimes saying that, man, investing is risky. Investing is risky. Well, if you don't invest, what else are you going to do in life? Because someone said, life is so risky to a point where at the end of life there's death. You will die at the end one day or another, man. So you might as well take a chance or a risk whenever you can. Because guess what? The worst thing that can happen is it doesn't go like the way you plan. You get a no. So what? You shake that off on your shoulder like a football player that just took a big out hit. It's like, okay, I'll come back. I'm going to give you mine. Same thing, man. Yeah, start building those habits. Build a good habit that is going to help you to become successful. Why? Because habit will help you become successful, right? Habit makes you a healthier person, right? Because a lot of people say, and I'm not saying that it's easy for people to lose weight, right? Because I myself, hey, I'm a little bit okay. Every time I say I'm a little bit fat, people say that, oh, I'm making a mockery. Okay, so let me put it this way: I have a little bit of a gut too, right? Retirement been good, man. Retirement been good, man. But I mean, I work out. I try my best to work out at least 4 times a week, minimum 4 times a week, right? I go hard, right? I go to the gym, I run, I lift, and then I get back home, and that is all. I usually do it after work, right? Imagine you work from 7 to 7 p.m. and then I find the time to go to the gym, to do my thing a little bit, because I get sick. At least from my end, I get sick when I don't work out. So I'm forced to having to walk all the time. I guess it's a habit I have took since I was a kid, and it's not easy for me to let go. At some point, I let it go when I had my multiple surgery, but now I have started working out again, and it's becoming back natural. It help you stay healthy, and if you are healthy, you can take more move. You have a lot more energy. You have a lot of those endorphin that are running through your body and make you like, oh, what else can I do? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You will get tired at some point, but if you can manage it, get some great sleep, everything will be fine, man. So Benjamin Franklin said that your net worth or the net worth of a man is usually determined by what remains after your bad habits are subtracted from your good one. So think about your life. When you subtract all your bad habits from your good habit, what is left? That is your net worth. In other words, my friend, start building new habits today. Do not wait. Don't sit around. Look what is not going to in your life. Set a goal and start small steps to go achieving them. Because guess what? The worst thing that can happen out there is somebody telling you no. Then you find another door to knock on. That is just how life is. And again, life is so risky that at the end of life there's death. Reading, my friend, is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. That being said, that was it for us today, man. Thank you for listening to Cultural Awareness Podcast, man. We are live. We are everywhere. We are on YouTube, Facebook, how do you call it? iTunes Podcast and Amazon Podcast, iHeartRadio, everywhere you can think of, man, your boy is out there. All you got to do is, hey, just look for Cultural Awareness Podcast by Big Steph, man. Oh, thank you again for listening to this podcast, and you guys have a blessed and successful life. Thank you, and peace. God bless.